Mob, we got everyone. This is Teo from BeingGarifunaPOV. And before I go any further, just want to remind everyone to, if you like what you are hearing, make sure you hit that like button. If you want, hit the dislike button, but hit a button nonetheless. If you can, please subscribe to this channel and spread it to anyone you think may be interested in the content of this particular video. Here we're going to talk about the secret behind Kanye West's psychotic meltdown. You've probably heard, hence you clicked on this video to check out what it was all about. But yesterday, Monday, November the 21st, 2016, Kanye West was hospitalized for his own safety after suffering a psychotic breakdown. That's what they're calling it. The rapper was under psychiatric evaluation at UCLA Medical Center in Los Angeles late Monday, and the rest of his St. Pablo tour was canceled as TMZ reports that Kanye West's friends say the star is spiraling out of control. As a matter of fact, Kim Kardashian flew back to Los Angeles to be by her husband's side. Her husband is Kanye West's, even though she had a scheduled event to attend, or she was scheduled to attend an event in New York City. But she flew out to Los Angeles to be by his side. And in the event, rumors have it that their marriage is on the rocks, spiraling out of control. Kanye West is, that is, supposedly. And, well, let's get to the bottom of all this. Anyway, friends told DailyMail.com that problems in Kanye West's marriage to Kim Kardashian, paranoia over his rift with Jay-Z, and his seething jealousy of Beyonce triggered the psychotic breakdown. Before I go any further, well, let's talk about this rivalry or this jealousy of Beyonce, between Beyonce and Kanye West. There's an internet personality by the name of Carcino. Shout out to Carcino. Carcino, yo, what up? From Chicago. He's from Chicago. He has a YouTube channel. You can find it at Carcino for Life on YouTube. And he actually has a video where he talks about the behind-the-scenes issues between Beyonce and Kanye West. After Kanye West called out Beyonce and Jay-Z in one of his monologues that he speaks or delivers during his concert performances. Some people call them rants. I'll call them monologues. They're strategic to me and designed to get a rest, for one, from jumping up and down and going all over the place while you're performing in the concert. But they also allow for him to vent and get some things off his chest and just talk about things. But anyway, in a recent concert, he called out Beyonce, Jay-Z, as well as other celebrities, but in particular those two because he has a relationship with them. Kanye West does. And Carcino, this internet personality, talked about how the behind-the-scenes beef between them two is now out in the open. I don't know how Carcino knows all of this, but I give credit whenever credit's due. He breaks down a lot. He talked about how their beef has been going on for at least 3 years, and is the main factor. The beef between Kanye West and Beyonce has been going on for at least 3 years, and it's a main factor in the friction between Jay-Z and Kanye West. It started when Kanye West and Kim Kardashian started dating, and there was an infamous photo where a bunch of celebrities, including Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, and Beyonce, were in a photo, and it appeared that Beyonce and Kim Kardashian wanted nothing to do with one another in the photo as well as away from the photo. Um, Carcino also talks about how uh, Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't go to Kanye West's wedding. Uh, he also talked about how um, apparently Beyonce stole the concept of having a visual album from Kanye West. Apparently, Kanye West had that idea or the idea for some sort of visual album, an album filled with music videos and film work to be released with the album uh, way before Beyonce did. And he was talked out of it by Jay-Z and I guess whoever was involved in that circle. And upon with Kanye being talked out of it, all of a sudden Beyonce comes out with this surprise album with all these videos and whatnot in the album, and she's credited for having this breakthrough, innovative, creative album. And Kanye West must have been seething if it is in fact true that he came up with the concept first and was talked out of it, only to see his colleague, his homeboy's wife, who's also a fellow artist on within the three, to see her get all this credit for this particular album, the Beyonce album, must have hurt. Um, while there were actions made to help, while there were actions made to help alleviate the tension, so to speak, it I guess there were just so many incidents happening over and over and over again, personal incidents between those three, that after a certain while, Kanye West just couldn't take it anymore. Maybe he's opening up his eyes to the fact of, or not to the fact, but to the realization that he's been used by Jay-Z, that he's being used by Beyonce. Whatever swag he has is being taken and used for their own purposes. Well, anyway, it's a crazy thing. But I may just put the link to the video in the description or in the caption, where you can hear Carcino talk about, break down the relationships amongst Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Kanye West, and literally break down how they how this beef started. But apparently it's a big one. It's insane, but there you go. Including talking about how the Watch the Throne album that was with Jay-Z and Kanye, apparently initially it was supposed to be Drake and Kanye as a duo for the Watch the Throne album. Apparently Jay-Z talked his way into doing the album. And anyway, go to Carcino's video and you can see it for yourself. Shout out to Carcino. What up? Chicago's finest. Doing it up big on the internet, on YouTube, and doing it well. But anyway, back to the incident with this Kanye being put into a hospital. Law enforcement sources say that Los Angeles police had responded to a medical welfare call at about 1:20 in the afternoon, local time, in California on Monday, November the 21st, 2016. Supposedly, Kanye West was being checked for, quote, severe sleep deprivation, end quote, when it was decided he needed to be admitted. Law enforcement and sources confirmed he was hospitalized for his own health and safety. Sources close to Kanye say he tried to resist being transported to the Los Angeles hospital and had to be handcuffed to a gurney in transit. Kim Kardashian had been scheduled to make an appearance at Denise Rich's Angel Ball in New York City on Monday evening, but immediately got on a plane to Los Angeles after the shock news of her husband's hospitalization. For those that don't know, Kim Kardashian is married to rapper, music artist Kanye West. Anyway, Kim Kardashian West was later spotted exiting a jet at the Van Nuys airport in Los Angeles late Monday night and climbing into a car. Presumably, it was waiting to take her to UCLA so that she could be at her husband's side. Concerned fans of Kanye West have already began tweeting with the hashtag #pray for Kanye in the wake of the news. It's ironic, but earlier that day, this is Monday, Kanye's concert promoter Live Nation had announced that the remaining 22 gigs on his national tour would be canceled without even giving a reason. They just deaded it. They just said, nah, no more. It's gone. It's a wrap. Stops on Kanye West's St. Pablo tour included cities like Indianapolis, Buffalo, Toronto, that's over in Canada, Montreal, Canada, Boston, New York City, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Tampa, Florida, Miami, Florida, Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Nashville, Columbus, Grand Rapids, which is in Michigan, Detroit, University Park in Pennsylvania, Cleveland, New York City again, Philadelphia, Detroit, Chicago, Minneapolis, Winnipeg, that's in Canada, Edmonton, that's in Canada, Vancouver, that's also in Canada, and then Seattle, Oakland, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, San Jose in California, and Sacramento, California. Those are the cities that he's already performed in for the most part. I know that there were one or two dates that were not so much canceled, but he had short. He ended the concert early. In one instance, news came out that his wife was supposedly robbed in Paris or in Europe, and he just ended his concert and left so that he could, I guess, go to her while in the midst or in the aftermath of this supposed robbery. Kanye West was also slated to go to Fresno, Anaheim, Dallas, Denver, San Antonio, Houston, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Atlanta, Columbia, Albany, Philadelphia, Newark, Toronto, Louisville, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Boston, and the last stop, Brooklyn. That's for the North American, United States and Canada segment of the St. Pablo tour. Perhaps, depending on the success of the tour, he would have gone out to other countries, perhaps Europe, who knows, just outside of North America, maybe Mexico, who knows. But anyway, the announcement that this tour was canceled came 2 days after the 39-year-old music artist had walked off stage 30 minutes into his performance following what some call an incoherent political and personal rant. As I said earlier, I don't call them rants, I call them monologues. Kanye West has, for years, had segments of his concert where he delivers these monologues, where he talks about the issues of the day, issues in his personal life, or issues that audience members could relate to, public issues of the day. Anyway, at this concert on Saturday in Sacramento, Kanye West took aim at Hillary Clinton, close friends Beyonce, Jay-Z, even Mark Zuckerberg, while on stage delivering this monologue. This was on November 19th. That's a Saturday in Sacramento. He was like, in my opinion, I can't do the Kanye West accent right now, but in my opinion, now don't go dissing Beyonce. She's great. Taylor Swift is great. We're all great people, but sometimes we be playing politics too much and forget who we are just to win. Fuck winning. Fuck looking cool. Fuck being cool. At the risk of my own success, I'll give y'all the truth. Jay-Z, I know you got killers. Please don't send them at my head. Just call me. Talk to me like a man. He also went on to say, Kanye West went on to say, I'm just a man, the same as everybody here. This is the future. This is the way of thinking about how to make America great again. People started booing at that because that's the slogan of President-elect Donald Trump. Uh, but upon being booed, Kanye just laughed and was like, look, y'all don't like that? Guess what? Y'all need the vibes. I was hurt. Feelings matter, bro. The way motherfuckers put up money up so high, popularity, radio spins, feelings matter, bro. It's a new world. Hillary Clinton, it's a new world. Feelings matter because guess what? Everybody in middle America felt away, and they showed you how they felt. It's a new world, Barack. It's a new world, Jay-Z. If you keep following old models, your ass is going to get Hillary Clinton's. I ain't here to message you to massage you with the fake truth, telling you that Hillary going to win over and over and over and over. Then you wake up and you still can't believe it. You know why? Because you was lied to by Google. You was lied to by Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder of Facebook. But anyway, that was some of what Kanye West said in his monologue at this concert date in Sacramento on November the 19th. Now, friends say the monologue is more than just another dramatic tantrum from the rapper known for his outspoken opinions, and even his famous wife has had enough. Kim is fed up, a close friend tells DailyMail.com. They've been bickering constantly. She didn't want Kanye to do the tour in the first place. She wanted him by her side as she recovered from her traumatic robbery in Paris. She lost days with him while he's touring, and then he made a rash decision to end the concert after 10 minutes and go on a rant. He had a psychotic break. Kanye is very hot-tempered and he's very reactionary. A lot of times he speaks before he thinks, and he's very sensitive. A source in Los Angeles told DailyMail.com that Kanye's meltdown has nothing to do with drugs. He doesn't take anything. It's totally a mental thing. They said that people were also very concerned about Kim Kardashian's mental state in the midst of Kanye's breakdown, as she was still very fragile following the robbery. Quote, we're all really worried about Kim. No one has been able to get hold of her since it happened. Kim got through her ordeal in Paris without losing her mind, and now she has to deal with Kanye losing his. She has to take care of him when really she needs taking care of herself. She's still not fully recovered, and now she has to deal with this. It's a complete mess. A source close to the rapper, to Kanye West, told New York Post's Page 6 that workaholic Kanye West often stays up and works for 48 hours at a time and will call his team at all hours of the night. They believe that Kanye West's chaotic life, combined with the passing of his mother, which he never got over, had pushed him over the edge. He's having a nervous breakdown, the source said, adding that Kanye West was surrounded by crazy people who had no idea how to rein him in. Kanye West's spiraling further and further. Kanye West is spiraling further and further out of control. Basically, everything crazy he does is art. Canceling his tour is art. Kanye West is becoming more and more unpredictable, the source said. Ain't that something? Anyway, Kim Kardashian, 36, was photographed leaving to Los Angeles in the early hours of Monday morning. She was due to make an appearance at Denise Rich's Angel Ball on Monday night to celebrate 20 years of funding life-saving cancer research. Her siblings, Kourtney, Khloe, and their mother, Kris Jenner, were all pictured this evening at the event to honor their late father, Robert Kardashian, who died of esophageal cancer in 2003. The event took place at Cipriani at Wall Street. When asked about the condition of her son-in-law, Kanye West, as she walked the red carpet, Kris replied, I think he's exhausted, just really tired. It's a grueling tour, she added. Kim never made the event and had already left for Los Angeles, sources told DailyMail.com. Kris, Khloe, and Kourtney are expected to join her and are hoping to get a plane out of Los Angeles Monday night. Chris spent the whole night, aside from the gala's speeches, pacing up and down in the lobby on her phone, surrounded by security guards so no one could disturb her. Sources told us, that's Daily Mail, that the Kardashian matriarch was furious the gala evening had been spoiled for herself and her daughters by Kanye's drama. Quote, I overheard her in the ladies' toilets on the phone saying, great, another thing ruined for us. This was supposed to be a nice evening for us and everything is ruined because of Kanye. This is what Kris Jenner supposedly said, according to a source that told DailyMail.com. She's also concerned, that's Kris Jenner, she's also concerned about Kim telling reporters her daughter was taking things one step at a time following the robbery. Another source close to us told Us Weekly, or US Weekly, he's just exhausted. He's been working around the clock and on fashion design, both his own line and the Adidas line. He's a notorious workaholic, so balancing both that work, which is extremely important to him, and the rigors of the tour every night, it really wore him out. All the time spent away from his family has been a stress on him as well. They are the most important to him. Obviously, he's a professional and wants to give his fans a great experience. And I think his gut was telling him not to extend the tour through the end of the year. But he decided to push through. He doesn't want to give his fans anything less than the best. The tour, now in California and with dates through December 31st, well, it's been canceled, so I don't know if that's even possible at this point. But the move comes after a complex weekend for the musician who abruptly ended a concert in Sacramento, California on Saturday, then canceled a performance Sunday in Los Angeles. Sunday's shortened show, became a hot topic as amateur videos circulated a 10-minute tirade by Kanye West about Beyonce, Jay-Z, Hillary Clinton, Mark Zuckerberg, the radio, and MTV. He said he was hurt because he heard Beyonce refuse to perform at the MTV Video Music Awards unless she won Video of the Year over him. He also urged her husband, Jay-Z, to call him and talk to me like a man. In a clip posted to social media, Kanye West was heard telling the audience, Beyonce, I was hurt because I heard you said you wouldn't perform unless you won Video of the Year over me and over Hotline Bling. And then go back to the quotes I mentioned earlier. But, hey, there it is. Tour's over. A lot of money is being thrown away. Kanye West, maybe they'll change their minds and redo everything, but I doubt it, since Kanye's in the hospital and just trying to get over this. But it's something. It's something. According to this report, Kanye's narcissistic behavior has proved problematic, and friends tell Daily Mail that Kim wants him to grow up and be a man and be a proper source of support for her. She wants him to grow up and really be a man. Stop throwing tantrums and thinking throwing a tantrum on stage is more important than being with your children, especially after she just went through this horrible ordeal, explained the insider. That's when she was supposedly robbed in Paris on October 3rd. Supposedly, she was bound and gagged in Paris as part of a shocking heist that resulted in $11 million worth of jewels being stolen from the couple's apartment there. On Kim Kardashian, she really has a lot to think about. She's really taking time out. When he made the decision to continue the tour after what happened in Paris, that was a huge last straw scenario for her. Deep down in her heart, she really wanted him to pull the tour and spend time with her to help her recover and get over it. That has hurt her more than the ordeal itself. According to friends, Beyonce taking the Video of the Year award at this year's Video Music Awards, combined with his belief that the singer and her husband Jay-Z didn't show enough support for Kim after she was robbed, proved the final straw for the notoriously volatile rapper. he's been sensitive about Jay-Z for his whole career. He just felt that it was the last straw when he heard about Beyonce demanding to get Video of the Year, which means he wouldn't have won. Wendy Williams, TV talk show host Wendy Williams, had some really interesting things to say, some insightful things to say regarding the whole Jay-Z Kanye West relationship. And namely, she accused Jay-Z of just taking a bunch of swag from Kanye West for his own purposes. Maybe I should include a link for that video as well, but she had mentioned that on her talk show. Anyway, Kanye's monologues, what they call rants, began even earlier in the week at a concert in San Jose on Thursday. The star made headlines on last Friday, after telling the audience he didn't vote. But if he had, he would have voted for Donald Trump. If I would have voted, I would have voted for Trump. I wanted to say that before the election, but they told me, whatever you do, don't say that aloud, he told the booing audience. Not only did I not vote, but there were a lot of things I actually liked about Trump's campaign. His approach was effing genius because it worked. In a recent interview with Surface Magazine, carried out in Kanye West's LA studios in between his October 12th tour date in Winnipeg and his October 15th date in Edmonton, Canada, the rapper said he doesn't think people are going to talk in the future. He explained that he believes people are going to communicate through eye contact, body language, emojis, signs. When I was a kid, I'd see people who only spoke sign language and think, wow, that's got to be difficult. I was really happy I could speak, West said, as he confirmed that now he would rather communicate without words. Yeah, sign language, eye contact, or thank God for emojis. So often one emoji goes a long way and lets me get on with my whole day, he said. Fellow celebrities, stars in music or wherever are among angry and confused fans who have reacted to Kanye's recent outbursts and show cancellations. Snoop on his Instagram profile said, "Look, I smoke weed. Weed don't make you do that. What the F is he on?" Rapper Rhymefest claims that he warned as early as February that he had concerns about Kanye's mental state. He tweeted that, "My brother needs help in the form of counseling, spiritual and mental. He should step away from the public and yes men and heal." And in another tweet, he told a Twitter user that he couldn't work with Kanye right now because his mind and his spirit ain't right, or isn't right. One fan, Cody Brewster, wrote, I can't be that surprised or disappointed. This is the authentic Kanye West experience after all. Nacy Russell wrote, "The St. Pablo tour confirmed that I hate this at Kanye West. I for real miss the old Kanye. People want to hear your music, not you preaching." In October, West expanded the American leg of his St. Pablo tour. Tickets sold out within a matter of hours, and he was doing really well. People are fiending to go to these shows, and they look like this grand spectacle, so that is not a surprise. But there you have it. It's the remaining dates on the St. Pablo tour have been canceled. Tickets will be fully refunded at point of purchase, a spokesman said. Early estimates suggest the cancellation will cost the star more than $10 million. According to Forbes, Kanye West had been grossing an average of $1.5 million per city on the first sellout half of the tour. Around $500,000, that's about $500,000 or a third of the proceeds, would go to him every night, as artists tend to take a third of ticket sale earnings. The estimate also does not account for the huge merchandise sales associated with each Kanye West concert. When he had his Madison Square Garden performances back in September, he broke the record for merchandise sales, which was previously held by the Pope. And he's doing well. The star is reported to have sold $780,000. That's close to $1 million in T-shirts, sweatshirts, caps, and other memorabilia. the Pope performed mass at New York City in Madison Square Garden to 20,000 people and sold $540,000 worth of souvenirs. When you're talking that caliber of artist and tour, hopefully the people involved do have insurance policies. Priscilla Madison, counsel at entertainment law firm Bernard M. Resnick, PC, told Forbes. The significant loss of revenue comes just months after the star complained that he was struggling under a mountain of debt. In February, he took to Twitter to reveal he lost $53 million in personal debt and had reached out to Larry Page and Mark Zuckerberg to help him out. Many reacted with skepticism to the claims, given Kanye's sold-out fashion label and music ventures, not to mention him and his wife Kim Kardashian's lavish personal spending, which shows no signs of slowing down. Estimates say Kanye West makes $66.8 million a year before tax, while Kim makes more than $100 million. Nice life, nice life. Last month, DailyMail.com revealed that the rapper took out a $2 million line of credit against his New York apartment in September. The attack on Kim on October 3rd proved another financial hit, with the reality star losing millions of dollars worth of jewelry. Man, this is something. Should I go down some of the monologues that he's had? Man, I'll go ahead and do it. On October 3rd, Kanye West rushed off a stage in Queens, New York after receiving news of Kim's robbery. Star apologizes to crowd, blaming family emergency. He then cancels 2 concerts in the aftermath. On October 19th, in Seattle, Kanye launched a rant against Jay-Z at a Seattle gig. The rapper reveals his anger that his verse had to be removed from Drake's pop style because of competition between Apple and Tidal. There will never be a Watch the Throne 2, referring to a possible sequel to his album with Jay-Z. That's the reason I wasn't on this song. I wasn't on the song because of Hove. That's Jay-Z's nickname. Because of some Tidal Apple bullshit. And that shit be getting me tight every time I perform this motherfucker. Don't call me after the robbery and say, how you feeling? You want to know how I'm feeling? Come by the house. Bring the kids by the house like we brothers. Apparently, North and Saint have never even played together with Blue Ivy. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like or dislike this video. And what do you think about Kanye West and his psychotic breakdown, nervous breakdown, whatever you want to call it? Leave a comment below in the comments and let us know how you feel. Or let me know how you feel. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I hope to hear from you. All right? All right. Ayo.